I didn't start using till I was 18 because honestly, I didn't know what any drugs or anything were. Prior to me using, my upbringing was kind of difficult with my parents, them being gone at an early age. And fast forward, when I got in high school, was kind of reclusive. And when I graduated, I had a friend who was using like alcohol. So my first thing that I used was alcohol, and when I did that, it kind of like tapped into a lot of things that I kind of suppressed. And when I didn't have it, I was just like, I'm kind of left with, reality. So I started using again weed. At that point, I thought it was fun. Fast forward a few more years, I get into a relationship that, this girl was more advanced than I was and was, using heavily. And then I started using heroin at this point. When I was using heroin, man, that was a game changer for me. I mean, I lost myself during that little phase, and I didn't think about family. I didn't think about myself, the relationship I was in. Like I just didn't know who I was anymore. Totally isolated. 23, I ended up getting in trouble with the law. So 23, first time I ever got in trouble. Never got a ticket before, went straight to prison. And you would think that I'd stop using while I was in prison, but I was using while I was in there because they had it, And I got out of prison, started using again, ended up getting in trouble again. Ultimately, I landed right back in prison. For 2 years, I continued to use in there, so it really wasn't no change. I didn't have like no kind of resources in prison to help me out, and I kind of like gave up. So I got out again, and at that point, the second time, I was just like, it's no point in trying because it's always resulting the same way. So I started using like almost immediately the second time. The cycle of being in and out of prison and took its toll, pretty much. What led me to Eagles Nest was just that moment that I had when I had overdosed. But, a guy told me about Eagles Nest, and I called, and they picked up and immediately accepted me in like 15 minutes. When I got here, I had to honestly look at myself, because I didn't have any drug or anything to cope with the problems that I was going through. And here at the Eagles Nest, they kind of make you look at yourself in the mirror and, we figure it out, between God and myself, figuring those things out. Coming to the nest has really changed me entirely.